Oh, blah, 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 blah. Hey guys, let's go here. This is probably one of the weirder openings we've ever had. And today I'm reacting to the Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra Ultimate Gohan character spotlight. I believe this happened a number of days ago. And yeah, um, I don't obviously I've never um, I won't have him for a while because I haven't poured any money into this game with zero plans or intentions to, just because I have other things I want to, other things I want to do with. Oh, I don't know what to put this. That's good enough, I guess. There he is.
All right, this is it. What's wrong? I thought you were gonna make me dead.
Oh, that's cool.
It's time I got serious. Stay down.
Oh, we got potential unleashed. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll finish you off. That's enough.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, behind you.
He's got a. Is it just me, or does he sound a lot like Android 17? You know what I mean? He sounds vaguely like Android 17. I don't know if it's just because I haven't heard Gohan, like, say anything in a while. I think the last time. I mean, I've heard him, I think, in some games. Um, and of course, Dragon Ball Superhero when I saw that in theaters. But that's kind of it. So it might just be I'm not used to his voice, but he sounded vaguely like Android 17 to me for some reason. Anyway, so he's a technical role, which is interesting because so is the Kid Gohan. The other Gohan in this game that we have is Kid Gohan, and he is also a technical role. So it's very interesting that both Gohans are a technical role. I thought this one might be a damage, to be honest with you, in a way. Just because, kind of going off the anime, he didn't really do anything that would, that screams like a support character or anything like that to me. So I just think it's interesting a technical role. Though I'm happy about that because there's so many damage characters in this game. I don't know if this is true, but it feels like there's a lot more damage characters in this game than the other roles. So I might be wrong about that, but it definitely feels like there's a lot more damage characters than anything else, which I guess makes sense given what type of show Dragon Ball is. But then it's also kind of just like, so why even have unique roles? You know what I mean? Anyway, says a playmaker who separates his target from the pack, creating advantage for his allies. Take down an isolated enemies one by one alongside him. Interesting. So I guess the role of Ultimate Gohan here is somehow you're separating people from. You're somehow trying to pick off. You know, I mean, you're some. I don't know if that concept really works well for this game, just because when I've played this game, it feels like everyone is already kind of split up. You know what I mean? And even then, a lot of times things just kind of happen. Like, there's been times where somehow we just surrendered, even though not enough people filled in the little bar. I don't understand how that works at all. There's been a couple games I think where um, one team will be like all together, and then the other team will be like scattered and stuff. I don't fully understand understand everything, but yeah, I feel like that concept, just from my own experience with the game, doesn't really work well with this game. But that's just my opinion. So his passive is just called "You Can't Win." Stagger and weaken an enemy hero. Apply your stack to an enemy hero on hit. So if you hit somebody, they kind of stagger a little bit, and you weaken them. in some way. When cracks are maxed out, target becomes a break target and any damage dealt staggers them, applying physical defense down and energy defense down. Rush attacks and skills, super attacks excluded, have a moderate effect, with super attacks having a greater effect. Up to 2 stacks. That's definitely an interesting concept. I don't fully understand it, but it sounds interesting. Rush attack, a physical attack, becomes a powered up attack with increased damage after break targets. That's pretty cool. Skill 1 is Jack Blast. Not sure why it's called that, but sure. We'll take it. Unleash a strike in a set direction. Applies a stack to enemy heroes on hit, re-entering the commands within a certain time window, and unleashes an energy wave, pushing away enemies and dealing extra damage. Applies further stacks to enemy heroes struck. The closer an enemy is, the further the pushback. Activating the skill after power unleashed increases pushback even further and applies movement speed down to enemy hero struck. Okay, so you use some sort of strike, it applies a stack of something, and then if you're able to, and then there's some sort of window, and if you like, I'm assuming re-hit the re-hit the buttons, or button, depending on what version you're on, then you do some sort of energy wave. Okay, so that's that punch thing that he does. Okay, so it's like a punch, and then if you do it right, and then if you input fast enough, you do like a little Kamehameha sort of thing. That's cool. Skill 2 is rolling hammer. I haven't seen his YouTube shorts in a while, but man, I miss it. An unavoidable attack that warps to your target's location. I think there's I swear someone else has something that's like similar to that where you like warp to somebody. It forcibly moves them in the direction you warped from. Generates a shockwave on hit, doing additional damage to non-target enemies. Applies a stack to enemy heroes on hit, staggers and deals extra damage to targets, knocks into a wall or other heroes. Activating the skill after potential unleash will send the target struck flying on hit and be struck by the shockwave will be forcibly moved and extra damage due to target knocked into a wall or other heroes will be increased. Interesting. So you sort of teleport behind them, and then you hit them, and then they kind of go flying. That's interesting. Skill 3 here is Power Unleashed. Unleash a shockwave around yourself, applying flee to enemies. Applies a stack to enemy heroes on hit. Within a set window after this skill's activation, Jack Blast and Rolling Hammer will be enhanced and usable even mid cooldown. The first hit of other skills activated following this will add further stacks to enemy heroes. Alright, so we got Super Attack Mock Break. War could warp to the target location and unleash a flurry of attacks while moving at high speed. The first hit to enemy heroes applies a stack to them, can move while attacking, generates a shockwave following the flurry, staggering enemy heroes with stacks, and applying flee to enemies without stacks. I like that, for sure. I really like the visual of that a lot. Alright, I guess that's everything. I really like their jingle. It's fun. Oh yeah, that's right. They had like some online service and everything. I will not be participating because it's 3 weeks ago, so it's probably over. But because I would have participated if I knew about that in time, because I'm not good enough at the game because I don't play very much. I don't know what Dragon Ball Fusion World is, but interesting. But yeah, he looks cool. I think it's very interesting that both Gohans are technical rules. I'm not saying anything is wrong or that doesn't make sense. I think it definitely does make sense. It's just something I didn't expect. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, he looks cool. His moves are interesting. I saw some YouTube titles saying that he's like very good, but the person who I saw it from labels literally every character that. So I just kind of feel like he's clickbaiting at this point because he does it for every character in the game. So yeah, but yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell, go all the algorithm garbage. It helps us out a lot. It means a lot to us. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye.